World hunger. It's a problem that I have no real connections to. I've lived a luxurious and very lavish lifestyle, constantly feasting on a very secure and very secure food source I could always rely on. And at the same time, there are a constant 783 million people that do not have that food source to rely on, and are constantly on the brink of starvation and are malnourished right now. So you see, in 2021, the world produced 4 billion metric tons of food, when only 3.7 billion was required to feed the entire world. This excess 300 million, with this excess 300 million, you think the world would be frolicking in food. But world hunger still existed then and still exists now. You see, 10,000 children and even more, 25,000 people each day, every day, died from hunger. And this is due to a lot of factors, which I will explore today. I will cover the environmental factors, and the political factors, which victimize people with warfare and conflict, and most importantly, the economic factors, where I'll expose the immense wealth gap in this world. So, apparent in the root cause of the world hunger are environmental factors. This is directly tied to it, as over 80% of the world's hungry people live in climate disaster-prone countries. A great example of this are the droughts in East Africa, which recently is responsible for evicting 70% of their livestock. And this type of extreme weather is responsible for evicting 30 million people away from their homes every year, leading them to even more economic difficulties and risks of hunger that increase. Also inherent in the root of world hunger are political factors. These political factors drive warfare and conflicts, which may force people away from their homes, removing acres of locally sourced production of food, as well as destroying crucial machinery, irrigation, and storage that can cripple farming in the long run. A prime example right now is in Gaza, where the warfare is so intense that only 10% of the necessary food supplies are able to enter. Now, beyond these environmental and political factors, I'll now explore the economic factors, which I believe is to be the most important. A good example of the immense wealth gap in the world right now is in the Democratic Republic of Congo. You see, the residents in the Democratic Republic of Congo, there's a 62% of the residences are under the poverty line, and 42% are under the hunger line. Being under the hunger line means to live in these extreme poverty conditions, living under 2.15 USD per a day. And this affects the entire world, with over 650 million people in the world, and 1/5 of all the children. So, with all these root causes of world hunger, it'd be naive for me to try to suggest one solution, as resolving world hunger will take an unprecedented international, intergovernmental cooperation to initiate. But if I were in their place right now, I would focus on their economics and try to expose the immense wealth gap in the world. To put this into perspective for you, in 2022, the World Food Program reached half their budget of $22 billion. See, inversely, the world's richest man, Bernard Arnault, has a net worth of $220 billion. See, this is 10 times more than the World Food Program, which is responsible for tackling world hunger in the world. See, how can this be? How can a single individual have 10 times more than the World Food Program? And this just shows the immense wealth gap in the world. The solution to this could be creating a taxation system that can help prevent the ultra-rich from accumulating such immense amounts of wealth. So, ultimately, the most inequitable crime of the world hunger, can end with our generation, and we achieve this.